This is Arrow.
It wasn't us.
Troy?
They hit the place before we got through the door. Tore it apart.
Jesus, Troy, you're talking about Capital Station? It is all hands on deck here. What the hell happened?
We busted Adler out.
You broke into a CIA black site to free Russell Adler. Are you out of your mind?
Something's going on, James. Something big. Okay, Adler was right.
The agency is compromised.
You're sure it's not Adler?
No, but the guys that hit the black site,
They weren't friends of his.
What guys?
it was the Pantheon. Same group that showed up out of nowhere in Kuwait.
There's no way that they can know about the black site unless someone inside the CIA is feeding them intel. Someone high up.
Is it Livingston?
Maybe.
Listen, Troy. They are pinning the attack on you, all of you. Woods, Case, Adler. You're on Interpol's most wanted list. Red notices all around.
Yeah, I got the picture.
I can help.
No, it's
Better if you're insulated from any blowback.
Spare me the knight in shining armor shit, Troy.
You want to help? Keep digging. Look into Livingston.
Okay, let me see what I can do.
thanks. And Jane.
Yeah.
Don't trust anyone.
A liability? Seriously?
You'd never pass for Delta.
An interpreter then? You don't even speak Arabic. I'm wasting my
I'm not
breath.
taking a vote here. Okay, you're staying back. I want you here with Felix and Woods.
Well, if you have this figured out, I'm not just going to sit around. I'm going out.
Let her go.
Moving on. Adler, you sure that's all Alawi told you? Before you executed him?
You're in my world now, Marshal. Gonna have to grow up fast.
I'm listening.
Alawi knew the Pantheon had a presence in Iraq. It's part of a technology exchange with Saddam Hussein. Pantheon gets covering facilities. Hussein gets access to an experimental weapon.
But Alawi didn't know what the weapon was?
No, only that they're calling it the Cradle,
The cradle.
Cradle.
It's in Iraq right now.
presumably. Alawi said it was in transit to a remote palace. Demonstrations taking place in a bunker underneath.
Hussein is a world-class collector of palaces. There are many on this map alone. Alawi was confident he knew the one.
Yes. This one.
Let's take a first-hand look then. We'll finalize plans soon and we'll ship out. Dismiss.
I'll take these.
Enjoy 'em, I brought them for you.
Figured. You don't usually smoke the shit brands.
Don't want you raising your standards.
Well, there's never been a better time to be cheap as hell.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, I understand that in your own Adler-ass way you invited us to this place. Maybe you've got squatters' rights, but don't much care.
You got a point?
What I do care about, what I need you to understand is that this here is my team. You need us more than we need you, okay? We broke you out of that black site, and I just need an excuse to send you back. Bottom line, you're a stranger to me. All I got on you is your reputation, and it ain't all roses, Adler.
Well, you don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be best if you do, for you and your team.
I'll be the judge of that.
Ooh, a contest. So exciting. Should I get a ruler? By the way, Adler, I'm still waiting to get paid.
I had a little something stashed for you upstairs, but it seems I was robbed while on vacation.
Nah, you just loaned it to us. Forgot to tell yous all. Surprise.
I just think you and I should spend some quality time together. We should get plenty in Iraq.
My thoughts exactly. Sup, Case? Adler expects everyone to Michael Jordan when he says jump, but I don't do no questions asked. Cat knows a lot more than he lets on. You've heard the rumors. Adler's a wildfire. Burns through whatever's in his way if he gets the job done. Thing is, I'm not dancing to that tune. We're putting an end to the Pantheon and getting out of this thing alive. Tell me about it. Woods is really maxing out his credit on this one. But he's got a hell of a large line of it. Figure in this line of work, you'll end up in all sorts of crosshairs. But the CIA's dedicated my life to our country, you know? I believed in its potential. Still do, despite everything. After Capital Station? Hell, I don't see the cavalry coming either. We're all there is. He spent the last year gunning for the old guard at Langley. Maybe he was the mole behind Panama, too. If it wasn't Adler, someone sure did a bang-up job making it look that way. I don't know, man. Can't say it all adds up. Sounds good.
Poor Savati. The nightlife around here is limited to owls and jackals.
I've known Adler since Nam. Give it 20 years. He'll grow on you.
So, here we are. I'd been in contact with Alawi since the beginning of the year. He wanted a red carpet out of Iraq and was willing to talk for it. As a Minister of Defense, his value was high, and he knew it. After coalition forces attacked, well, his timeline changed. I was to meet him in Kuwait and supply passage through Europe. Seems I wasn't the only one who knew his plans. After Frank got out of Walter Reed, the news was that I put him in that chair. I was the one who compromised his Panama mission in '89, got Hudson and Mason killed, Woods injured. All bullshit. When I skipped town, I went silent on him, on everyone. Better he hate me than get caught in the net, but I guess it didn't matter in the end. So yeah, he did take a leap. He's loyal. Last March, someone produced documents showing encrypted transfers. From the drug lord Raul Menendez to my personal bank account. I got wind of it before Langley called me in from Morocco. Decided not to get on that plane. I'm sure he is. And so are a lot of operatives up on the memorial wall. A big heart will weigh you down. I don't know if you had the pleasure of working with Jason Hudson. He was one of the casualties back in Panama. Just weeks before he died, he told me about a paramilitary group that may have infiltrated the CIA. Guess what they were called? Hudson seemed to believe they were homegrown, maybe transnational but American-dominated. Most likely military and intelligence expats. The recruits seem Western-trained, English-speaking. They know how to think like us, which makes them especially dangerous. Uh-huh.
Well, it's been a few months since I went off the grid, but leads have been slow to turn up. Though I did get one anonymous tip out of Avalon. Pantheon may be partnering with one of the major crime factions there, and potentially reaching out to others as well. I've offered a small sum to a one-time asset of mine to follow up. She has an extra grind there, so I'd be surprised if she turns me down.
The palace we're after is in western Iraq, Syrian desert. There's a complication, though.
Desert Storm. Coalition forces launched the operation 2 weeks ago against Saddam Hussein. They're taking out as many strategic targets from the air as possible.
They haven't destroyed the palace yet, but that's about to change. British SAS forces are on the ground hunting mobile Scud launchers, and they've marked our palace for a massive aerial bombing. That can't happen. We don't know what Pantheon's hiding in the bunker under the palace. If it's destroyed, we lose the trail.
I reached out to an old collaborator of mine at MI6 for a favor. She pressured the SAS to delay their airstrike, but it'll come at a cost.
We're gonna pose as Delta Force operatives so this Helen Park can get us to the front. Then we're gonna help the SAS clean up those Scud launchers. After that, the palace is ours.
The SAS want these Scuds destroyed as much as you want that palace. We think the Iraqis could start launching at any time.
Jackal 2-1, let's smash those launchers! Moving to flank the first site! Alright, Park! Keep those Yanks of yours on a tight leash!
There, Scud up. It's already happening.
The site's still a quarter click ahead. Can you pick it up?
Activity!
Jackal 1-1, we're going in hot. Go behind them.
Take them down! I think that's everyone.
Scud site's through here. Follow me.
Jackal 2-1, we're on the other side of the ravine, closing on target.
Take them out.
Behind those spots!
We're clear.
Jackal 1-1, we're nearly in position.
We're at the top of the ridge, kicking things off. Maybe a dozen tangos down there. Enemy truck incoming. We've got it. Sight clear. Yes, get a charge on that Scud, now! I'll cover you. Get down there, Jackal 2! Jackal 2, what are you waiting for? Launch it down! Bang up job, everyone. Now listen up. Pritchard, Skinner, clear up this rubbish and unload the trucks. Yes, sir. We're building our layup here. Your crew's not too shabby, Park. Now let's see what else they've got.
This will be our base of operations for now. Here, you won the straw vote and get to carry the TAC map. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so you'll find it useful. We need to neutralize 3 more Scud sites. Stay alert out there. You might find other things of interest as well. Gladney's promised to help your team breach the palace if you destroy those Scuds. Help him out, and we'll see if he's a man of his word. You can talk to him yourself if you'd like. He'll stay here in the layup, working logistics for the SAS. Once you're ready to head out, we'll follow your lead.
Got no shortage of guns. Grab whatever gear you want. Might want some of that C4. Shit'll tear right through a scud launcher. We'll get going when you're all tooled up.
Case, if there's anything else you want to know about the mission, I'd speak to Gladney over there.
Need something? I've sent Jackal 1 for the scuds in sectors 7, 8, and 9. The rest are yours. We put advanced scouts on the ground to find the sites, and they're still out there. If you meet any, they might have additional intel. Let's hope they make short work of their targets. Don't worry. If all goes according to plan, they'll be back in time to help raid the palace. That is, if you uphold your end of the deal. Not at the moment. It's too many bloody surface-to-air missiles. In fact, I just received word that some of your Delta Force friends were shot down nearby. We have our own attack helo, but it's not getting up there unless you find some way to disable the SAM sites in this region. Don't you Americans talk? Of course. But no one besides Park seems to know about your little pack. To be honest, I don't give a shit about your agenda if we can get the work done out here. So much interest in this palace. If it was up to me, we'd have blown it to Kingdom Come by now. The only reason it's still standing is Miss Park over there. Interesting indeed. Is it now? Just remember, I'm in command here. Despite whatever London strings Helen Park's been pulling. You knock out those scuds, we'll talk about your palace and Bob's your uncle. The Iraqis have a few new encampments, likely connected to these cross-border missile strikes. Intel reports several unusual forces embedded in the camps. I'm not sure what you should expect there. You're mostly on your own there. Command's made some supply drops in the area, but we haven't had a chance to retrieve them. If you find any, they're yours. What do you have in mind? Damned if I know. Maybe the Iraqis have pulled in some mercenary help. Whoever they are, they seem to be connected to some of the new outposts that popped up recently. I'd clear them out if I were you. Best of British to you out there.
We've got a couple rovers available, Case. Take your pick.
Someone forgot their boat.
I was wondering where I left that.
Probably been here for years. Over there. That orange smoke marks a supply drop.
Might be worth checking out. I'll keep an eye out.
That'll help. We should grab any others we find.
Let's keep moving.
Exchanging fire!
Quiet! That's all of it. الأعداء هنا.
More unusual hostiles here. Got a hostile with a minigun.
Not a rocket.
Not short on resources.
Got eyes on tangos. Haven't spotted us yet.
On your left. On your right.
تفقدوا الموقع. أنا هنا.
هل من شيء يجب الانتباه له؟
الأمور هادئة.
سمعتك. لا تفقد حذرك.
بدأت أفقد عقلي. هل رأيتم ذلك؟ توليت الأمر. تفقدوا الأمر.
سأتفقد أمره. تفقدوا الأمر وأعلموني بالمستجدات. I believe that's it.
Pantheon isn't here by accident. Sweep the area.
Pantheon cache. Good find, Case.
Day one of the October trials. Our two subjects, brothers, began exposure. Patient A through injection, and patient B through inhalation. Their pupils are dilated, but vitals are stable. Results to follow.
Pantheon was experimenting on a set of brothers.
2 exposure methods. But exposure to what?
What do we do if we find that Delta squad? Will they know we're not one of them?
Unlikely. Just act normal. And maybe stand for distance. You had much desert time, Marshal.
Desert, mountain, jungle, you name it. Tactics aren't too different. But I sure as hell wasn't expecting it to be this cold.
Just keep that trigger finger warm.
It appears your mystery group might be real after all.
Trust me?
Just as much as I need to. Don't act surprised.
Check it out, palm trees.
The date farm. It has one of our Scud launchers.
That's all. Let's move.
Takes care of that.
Rocky's close by. Keep low.
تم تأمين المنطقة. سمعتك. أيتها القيادة. أسمعك. ماذا وجدت؟ تم تأمين هذه المنطقة. علم. عد للعمل. Look to your right. أتسمعني؟
أنا هنا.
ما الأخبار؟
المنطقة خالية.
سمعتك. أبقني على اطلاع. أنت هناك؟ ما حالتك؟
لم أعثر عليك.
Hostile, 3 o'clock.
on your right, Case. Nine o'clock.
عدو هنا. أنت مكشوف. اشتبكوا. أين ذهبوا؟ أين هم؟
إنهم في مكان ما هنا.
Trent, you're right.
Good. They'll see him go down.
وجدت شيئا.
9 o'clock, Case. I wouldn't take that shot. Like a pro. That's risky. They'll see him go down. Keep it up.
That Scud's going to launch!
Destroy that thing before it launches! Calling a mortar strike!
streets if you want to be.
Delta and the Flesh. Come on, I can show you what we're dealing with. That scud won't be a problem anymore.
Gladney's a pretty good negotiator, putting us to work before helping.
He's been doing this a long time.
Since dust was invented.
I think they'll be expecting us from here on out.
As they should. I appreciate a warm welcome. Aren't the best I've seen, but you got numbers.
Good eye.
Roll down.
Gladney, we've spotted one of the SAM sites.
Excellent. If you take those surface-to-air missiles off the board, we can get you helo support.
I wouldn't take that shot.
الأمور هادئة.
That'll blow your cover. Nice shot.
He's down.
Roger that. Incoming.
No time to waste.
That's one down.
If we destroy the other two, the Iraqis will lose aerial advantage in the region.
We'll keep an eye out.
Don't pull that trigger.
That was nasty.
Might alert someone.
They'll see him go down.
من هناك؟ سمعت شيئا ما.
Heading back. If you want on Gladney's good side, taking out the SAM sites is my recommendation.
SAM sites, scuds. Lucky he didn't add his laundry to that list.
We'd get to the palace a hell of a lot faster if Gladney just agreed to help us out.
Out of what? The good of his heart? War has a cost. You know that, Marshal.
Sure do. Scud hunting falls under my billable hours.
Remind me to mail that check with your Medal of Honor.
Over that ridge, see it? Radar dishes south of here.
Look, more supplies ahead.
We got gunfire ahead, over those dunes. Careful.
This is Lieutenant Colonel Bannon of Delta Force, requesting immediate backup. We're taking heavy fire at the helo. Requesting assistance. Is anyone out there? We've got an injured team in a downburn. We can't hold on much longer.
Mortar team is at your disposal.
That's the last of them.
I rather like saving the day.
Soldier, where the hell? Doesn't matter. I need you to call an airstrike. Terminal's inside of the helo. Go!
Terminal's inside the helo case. Get in front.
This is Diesel 2-1, approaching your position. Hold out until I get there.
Airstrike's inbound. Stay alive till they get here.
Mortar on the way. Diesel 2-1, one knocked out.
Friendly!
Diesel 2-1 in the air, looking for target. Alpha Mike Foxtrot.
Terminal's inside the helo case. Get in front.
2-1, approaching your position. Hold out until I get there.
Airstrike's inbound. Stay alive till they get here. Armor's rolling in. Damn it, trying to fence it.
Diesel 2-1, one mic out. Diesel 2-1 in the air, looking for target. Bombs away. Diesel 2-1 ready and waiting. Be advised, delivery danger close. Bugging out. Diesel 2-1 ready and waiting.
That takes care of that. Let's get back to battle. Let's get back to Delta. See if they're okay. Thought our mission was over till you showed up. Thank you. From one Delta unit to another. Keep the SATCOM. Godspeed.
An airstrike. Pretty nice parting gift.
I might be Delta Force forever after this.
Glad these scouts been out here long.
Long enough. If anyone has intel on these scuds, it's them. It's hard to believe a river flowed through this canyon.
Time changes everything. Orange smoke out there, Case.
Gladney marked an area of interest not far from here. Should we have a look?
To the road. Gladney better follow through once we take these scuds out.
Iraqis nearby. Keep quiet. I believe this tunnel connects to one of the Iraqi outposts.
Another camp. More Pantheon out here than I realized.
Might alert someone.
Alpha Mike Foxtrot.
Strike at the ready. Roger that. Incoming. Whoa! What?
They're not short on resources. Take them out.
I believe that's it.
Day 2. Patient A, injection, tried to escape. We restrained him, but he's demanding to be with his brother. The doctor thinks we can bargain with him and his brother in exchange for his cooperation. Results to follow.
It was cruel, using a civilian's family as a bargaining ploy.
You think the brothers were civilians?
I'd guess political prisoners. Pantheon wouldn't use their own. Not for Day 1 trials.
Delta, I see you in the area. If you need support, I'm at the top of the ruins.
MI6 has no intelligence on the Pantheon. Are you sure these aren't just soldiers of fortune?
Positive. I'll cover you where I can.
Look, there's increased security at the Scud site.
2-1 available for tasking.
Mortar strike at the ready.
Copy that. Diesel 2-1 inbound.
Launch is starting! Take it out before it moves! Hit it with the mortar!
Thank you, Delta Force.
That's risky. Clean.
MI6 has no intelligence on the Pantheon. Are you sure these aren't just soldiers of fortune?
Positive. Delta, you're close to my position. Here for support at the top of the ruins.
Good.
They'll see him go down.
Look, there's increased security at the Scud site.
Delta, you made it. I've got enemy positions. Take a look.
That'll blow your cover.
Keep it up. Don't pull that trigger.
That's risky.
Diesel 2-1 available for tasking.
One more left.
They'll be looking for us. Move out.
I'll cover you where I can.
Supply drop. Can't let them grab our stuff.
They'll see him go down.
Roger that. Incoming.
Mortar strike made short work of that situation.
Iraqis in the area.
Nice work with that. Entry combat!
now.
Diesel 2-1 available for tasking.
Area's clear.
Not too shabby.
One more SAM site to go. You all might get on Gladney's good side.
Man, these dudes go on forever.
Keep your eyes up. No telling what's hiding out there. Spotted some targets. Tread carefully. Spotted an enemy camp in the dunes.
Another Pantheon encampment. Wouldn't mind paying them a visit.
Those Pantheon recordings. I can't imagine there's a happy ending.
Only one way to find out.
We gotta finish up these scuds for Gladney.
عالم اعثروا عليه اتصل بي إن عثرت على شيء
Your left. Mortar strike at the ready.
اذهبوا لتفقد الموقع. توليت الأمر.
That'll blow your cover.
تأمين هذه المنطقة.
We're spotted!
Roger that. Incoming.
Another cache. Nice work.
Day 3. We moved the brothers from the same lab, and they're restrained but cooperative. But patient B, inhalation, is easier to work with. We upped his dosage and then noticed a vial in it. The doctor! Get the doctor!
So they moved the brothers together, and then what?
Maybe whatever they were injecting or breathing into their system started working.
What's out here?
Primarily?
Damn, I'm getting sick of these guys.
The locals look like amateurs by comparison.
There's one more encampment left. That's done. Iraqis, the advantage is ours. This Pantheon group was doing human experiments. I'd like to find out what's good.
Security ahead. A lot of security. Gotta be guarding something important.
They'll see him go down. There's a friendly scout in the area. Several tangles on the right. Scouts at the top of the ridge, inside that fence. Don't pull that trigger. Like a machine.
Glad you made it, Delta. Let me show you what I'm seeing.
Ready to boom and zoom.
Target marked.
Open fire! Moving!
you're ready, Case, we'll head back to the layup. You can have the honor of informing Gladys.
Mortar strike prepped. Ready to make it rain.
Finding more of those Pantheon reports might give you a better idea of what we're dealing with.
I've never seen men so loyal.
Behind you, Case. Alpha Mike Foxtrot.
We've been compromised! Gladney, we destroyed the last SAM.
Great work. Now get back to the layout. Reports say they may be sending a force our way. Find me when you get here.
See that? A village over there.
The SAS says it's occupied.
A Pantheon camp. Wouldn't want them to be too comfortable out here.
Jackal 2, meet me at the layout.
Got eyes on tangos. Haven't spotted us yet.
Might alert someone. He's down.
Clean.
Gladney's waiting at the layup.
Case, a few to your left. That's risky.
Don't pull that trigger.
That'll blow your cover. That's risky. Look to your right.
On your 9.
أخبروني إن أصبتم على شيء. رؤيتهم. ليس
3 o'clock.
Hostiles to the left.
Like a pro. They'll see him go down.
Bombs away.
Hey, too close! Thank you, Delta Force.
Patient A is deceased. Patient B broke free of his restraints, strangled his brother, and killed himself. I thought I was prepared for this incident 10 years ago.
hoping the future experiments won't be as bad as that last one.
I believe that's it.
On our way to layup, Gladney.
Impressive work, everyone. Gladney, we've wiped out all
Good
the
to
enemy
see you, mates.
encampments.
Captain. Waiting
Oh,
in
I
carriage.
could kiss you, Park.
That was
Any word?
unexpected.
Enemy force below cut out. Copy. Prep for contact.
There you are. I've got something for you. Nice work on those SAM sites. We've pulled the tiger's tail now. Got the helo ready to go. Call it in when ready.
We got incoming. Iraqi forces converging on our position.
Time to put your helicopter to the test.
Call it in. It'll make short work of the buggers.
Chainsaw 3-2, incoming. Chainsaw 3-2 heading back.
Brilliant. If I were a betting man, I'd wager the Iraqis won't try that again. You finally take care of those scuds. Impressive. Now that's out of the way. If you're ready to move on that palace, I'll notify my men. We go in now, we go in with what we have. You sure? I'll give the word. Into this palace fast and getting out faster. Once you do the necessary, we're wiping it off the map.
Roger that, Jackal 1. We're not sticking around for tea.
Probably dreadful anyway.
We're looking for a bunker. Our best guess is that we can access it on the far side of the grounds.
We'll see you through. After that, it's up to Talon 1 to lift us all out in one piece.
That's my preference.
So let's get to it then. We're nearly there.
Set! Palace gate's just ahead! Look alive, people! They know we're coming! Fire at will! Eyes on the roof! We got snipers! Hostiles on the ground. Push up!
3-2 inbound.
Take the fire!
Chainsaw 3-2, need to refuel.
Move in!
Diesel 2-1 available for tasking. Vehicle confirmed. Chainsaw 3-2, need to refuel.
Move in!
Diesel 2-1 available for tasking.
Case Adler on me. We're going down.
Be quick about it!
Hostiles inside!
Machine gun!
Yep. We're clear. Let's go.
This better be it.
Really make you work for it, don't they?
Pipe is packed. Mortar strike ready at your request.
Good God.
Saddam's hoarding millions down here.
Hell, this gold toilet's worth that much.
And he traded it all for a WMD. We're close.
Chainsaw 3-2 available for deployment.
Clear.
What the hell happened in here?
Biohazard cabinet. Must be the demonstration Alawi mentioned.
How about that hard case there? Check it out. What do we got?
The cradle.
Pantheon has a goddamn biological weapon. And they put this in Saddam's hands too?
A sample of it, based on what I'm seeing in here.
What'd you find?
A disc. Some notes, all in Russian. The project's headed by Matvey Gusev.
Sounds like you know him.
I recognize the name. Gusev was a scientist in the Soviet Union's biological weapons program, Biopreparat. Intelligence had him fleeing Russia last year. Then he vanished.
Gusev gave the Pantheon a Soviet bioweapon?
No. According to this, the cradle came from somewhere else. A research facility I'm familiar with. It's American.
American?
All right, visiting time's over, you three. We need your help up here.
Heading topside. Let's move.
Get what you wanted?
Not exactly. But we got what we needed.
We need to clear a pickup. Scope's clear.
Pantheon helos incoming.
Jackal 1-1, you've got an enemy bird to the east. Tango's on the ground approaching your position. Copy that! Let's give them what we got!
We got a stash of weapons over there.
Target mark.
Bomb out.
Vehicles incoming from the south. Hold your ground. Bunch of Pantheon and Iraqis on the way.
Where's our exfil?
Jackal 1, this is Talon 1. We're halfway clear position. Prepare for extraction.
Talon 1, 2 hot! We got enemy halos in the air!
Roger, maintaining distance.
They keep coming!
Vertical.
Come on, target is yours! Confirmed, incoming.
Enjoy the view.